Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Like and share. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Help us to share the program so that we can reach to as many people as possible. It's going to be a quick one. I will not take much of your time. As you know, each time when we come on our evening broadcast, I don't like it to go long. We make it as quick as we can. So please, as you join us on this evening broadcast, like the program and you share on your own platform. Share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining us from. I welcome you and I appreciate every one of us. Please make sure you invite at least one person to join on this program. Very important. Try and bring in one person to join on this program. You can do it. You can do it. Invite someone to join so that we can hit up this program just for some few minutes and we are done for the day. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. As you join, you'll invite someone else to join. Thank you. I appreciate everyone that has connected. Our message here is straight. Our message is to the Biafran people, to the lovers of freedom across the world, to everyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom. For those who are coming here for the very first time, or those who are going to see our video for the very first time, have it at the back of your mind that this very platform is a platform that stands with the Biafra Republic of Men in Exile. A platform that stands on the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every one of us know where we are today. In this platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come in this platform to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. What we do here is to set the record straight and debunk every lie they are pushing against us. There are so many of them. Our purpose on this platform every time is to bring update for you and remind you of things that you have forgotten. Our purpose here is not to create any problem. It's not to instigate anyone. Not to instigate violence, no. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile that you and I know is not against anybody. Biafra government in exile is not against any tribe, not against any religion, not against any organization. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile today is against the Nigerian government alone. That is the only enemy that we have seen that pronounced and made themselves enemy to the Biafran people. It is because they have declared themselves enemy to Biafran people, that's why we see them as enemy. Apart from Nigerian government, every other government of the world, religion or tribe, our door is wide open for them. And our Prime Minister have said it time and time again, that our arms are open to embrace anyone who is willing and ready to support the Biafra restoration in any way or manner. If you want to support the Biafran government, however you know that you can support the Biafran government, you are welcome. Whichever support you know you can give to Biafran government, you are welcome. Anyone that has anything to offer, moral support, financial support, military support, whatever you know you can offer to Biafrans, reach out to Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Their arms are open. As I speak today, it is becoming much more clearer and much more necessary that Biafra must equip themselves and exit the contraption called Nigeria. We are seeing on their own news in that contraption how Al-Qaeda have arrived in Nigeria. Al-Qaeda is building a abode in Nigeria. You see, when our Prime Minister made a broadcast and he said that the fight that Biafrans are fighting is not just fighting for themselves, they are fighting for the West. The restoration of the independent state of Biafra is going to be for the favor of the West also, not only for the Biafran people. The terrorists are doing everything humanly possible to see that they capture Nigeria so that they can stay in Nigeria and begin to launch attacks to the West. They know the vast wealth that is in Nigeria, more especially in the Biafra land. They know the wealth in Biafra land. That is why today they are moving in and they are trying to have a position. We have spoken about this issue several times, but the world doesn't seem to pay attention. They think that when we are talking about independent state of Biafra, it's just about us. It is not only about us Biafrans. Biafra is going to be a powerful force to checkmate the terrorists in the Sahel, in West African region. If you are genuinely seeking to stop terrorism in West Africa, you must support Biafra, and the time is now. It is now, not tomorrow. As we speak, Al-Qaeda is already in the zone, and they made a report on their own newspaper. In their own newspaper, so that it will not be when we are saying it, you will think that we are the one making it up. Their own news, conventional news, carried it. Al-Qaeda is now in Nigeria. They have had a 7-day abode. You already know that the northern part of Nigeria, that many terrorist groups are already there, taking position. Another news came in that the terrorists in the Sahel are flooding into Nigeria through Benin Republic. That they are flooding into Nigeria through Benin Republic. This report is in the public. Their news carried it. that the terrorists are flooding in through the Benin Republic unchecked, and they are settling down in Nigeria. Al-Qaeda already have arrived. Other terrorist groups in the north have already captured villages, and they are recruiting people on the ground. You see, why we are reminding you all these things is to let you know that when we say Nigerian government is a terrorist government, we are not just making it up to destroy their name or to put them down. That is what they are. With all these kind of things happening in Nigeria, have you seen the government or the chief of army staff talk about it? You will never hear the chief of army staff complain of the takeover of northern part of Nigeria by the terrorists. Even when they grant press conference and whatever, you will never hear them talking about the takeover of the north by the terrorists. They are very comfortable with it. They are very comfortable with it. But instead, when they come online, it is Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa. What has Simon Ekpa done? Nothing. The only thing Simon Ekpa done is that he has succeeded in conducting a self-referendum, which is still ongoing, to gather the mandate of the people and set his people free. Simon Ekpa is only securing his own territory to make sure that the Biafran life are safe. Simon Ekpa is doing everything humanly possible to secure the life and property of people in Biafra land, since they have been rejected and they are not wanted anywhere. As we know that the primary objective of every government is to protect the life and property of its own people. That very primary objective has not been achieved in this government of Nigeria, and will never be achieved. What we see in Nigeria is the government coming against its people, committing genocide against its own people, patronizing terrorists, recruiting them into their military, driving away the indigenous people from their own land and allowing terrorists to take over. That is what the government of Nigeria is doing. Sometimes when we speak, because we are speaking on social media, people think we are making words up. That is why I beg you, every single information you hear from me, go and make research, verify for yourself. Do not just stay here and argue or stay here and listen. Go and verify. This very platform in particular, this platform where we are watching this film, we don't say things that are not obtainable. We don't push. We don't just open our mouth and begin to speak things that are not obtainable. We speak with facts. We give our information based on facts on the ground. As we speak, a lot is going on in that contraption called Nigeria that nobody seems to be talking about it. Have you asked yourself, why is it that Nigerian government, their military, is not worried about what is going on in the northern part of Nigeria? In that same northern part of Nigeria, I have shared a video where they are talking on their own conventional media. In fact, a media station that is owned by the president, TVC, was narrating how the leader of the terrorists was crowned a king in the north. They crowned him Sarikin Fulani, a terrorist that have killed people, that have taken the life of so many people. Someone that is known to have taken so many lives. Someone that is well known to be a leader of a terrorist group. A governor sponsored the person, crowning him a leader. The governor himself was in attendance. And all the terrorists came to attend with their own motorbike. Unchallenged. It was televised. It was recorded and shown. In this same country where this is happening, they are busy chasing after people who want to secure their territory. How can you justify that? Sometimes my anger is not even on the government, but on the citizenry. Those who call themselves the citizens of the zoo. And some of us that claim to be Biafrans. Some of us Biafrans. We see these things and yet we cannot stand up and do the needful. More especially our Biafran people. You see the way the terrorists are trooping into Nigeria to take it over. You are doing nothing. And your brother who has risen up to secure you, you are busy talking trash about him. It is very shameful. Very, very shameful. As it stands today in Nigeria, it is every man to himself. The restoration of Biafra have gotten to the level where it is every man to himself. It does not matter your tribe. It does not matter your religion. It does not matter which area you are coming from. If you cannot stand up to defend yourself, you are going to face the consequence. If you do not choose a position, it's either you are in or out, and there is nothing like sitting in between. You can't sit on the fence. There is nothing like sitting on the fence. It's either you are for freedom or you are not for freedom. It is high time everyone has to rise up. If you allow yourself to be used as an instrument of oppression, directly or indirectly, at this stage of the rest of Biafra, you will go down. Don't say you are not warned. If you allow yourself to be used directly or indirectly against the freedom of the Biafran people, you will definitely go down. It does not matter your tribe. It does not matter your religion. It doesn't matter who sent you or your country, where you come from. If you step into Biafran land and you become a barrier, if they take you as a mercenary or they employ you, put you on payroll, and because of that you lose your conscience, you come after the innocent, the land of Biafra will swallow you. It is a promise. It's not a threat. The land of Biafra will swallow you. With everything that is happening in the zoo today, with every information available about the zoo, you are still waiting for Mazi Simon Eber to come and beg you to do what you are supposed to do. You are waiting for the media warriors of Brgie to come and beg you. With all that you are seeing today, you cannot rise up and support the Biafra Republic government in exile, even when you have the finance to do so. You ignore. You think it, you feel it doesn't concern you. It's not about you. Don't worry. It is going to get to your doorstep. It is going to get to your doorstep. And when that time comes, prepare yourself and be ready to face the consequence of your action. When the time comes, prepare yourself to face the consequence of your action. We have come a very long way. and there is no going back. The level that we have gotten today in this Biafra restoration, it has not gotten to this the kind of tension that is available, that is now. We have not had such before. The level the restoration of Biafra is now, we have not had it before. And we must maintain this momentum. If you love yourself, you must support to maintain this momentum. The only way forward for us is the disintegration of Israel. And it is going to happen, whether the devil like it or not. All the plans are already set. It is one after the other. Once the time is due, operation will go on. As we speak, the delegitimization of the zoo in Biafran territory is on a very high scale. We are on our own. They brought war upon us since 1967. Nigeria declared war upon the Biafran people since 1967 till date. And we have been defending ourselves. We have cried and complained and tried to settle, but to no avail. In process of trying to settle the issue, we have lost huge number of people until we get into this time that we are in. A time where there is no room for any nonsense. We can no longer continue to sacrifice. We are in a time that Biafra has taken their fate into their own hand. And the defense of Biafra, defending Biafran territory today, is a must. Our land must be defended. Biafra land must be defended. East, west, north, south, right, left, and center. It must be defended. Whatever the enemy is planning, whatever propaganda they are planning, whatever they are pushing against us, it will never ever stand. It does not matter their level of operation. It doesn't matter the angle they come from or what they are trying to push at us. We are going to overcome them, overwhelm them, and defeat them. My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, I welcome every one of you to this very moment of truth, to this moment of salvation. Chukwu Okike Abiyama have given us a man who is going to lead us to the promised land. The Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Egba, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. He is equal to the task. And I'm not saying it because of him. All you need to do is to make inquiry by your own self. Forget about your hatred, your envy, and jealousy. Keep it aside. Keep all those things aside and begin to look into his achievements so far. You will understand that we have a leader. The time has come. Nigeria today is in the hand of the terrorists. For you to know how evil the contraption called Nigeria is and how connected they are with the terrorists, With all the movement of the terrorists into Nigeria today, they don't talk about it, neither are they are doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Every one of us know that Al-Qaeda is #1 terrorist organization that you must not allow to exist in your area. But as we speak, Al-Qaeda have settlement in Nigeria. They just entered and settled in Nigeria. Their own media reported it. That terrorist groups are trooping in from Niger Republic, from Benin Republic. Of course, they don't have the border. The people who are supposed to protect the border, the people that are supposed to protect the territorial integrity of that zoo, what are they doing? They come to Biafra land and they are chasing against innocent children. They are taking the life of innocent children, young men and women. They are busy committing atrocities in Biafra land, while terrorists are running over their borders, entering in and out of their borders, and they are not bothered. They don't care. They do not care. When they come to make address, their address is just Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. Simon Ekpa did this, Simon Ekpa that. Talking about impossibilities. You are talking about kidnapping Mazi Simon Ekpa. You are plotting his kidnap. You are talking about the extradition of Mazi Simon Ekpa when you know that it is impossible. Chukwu Okikabiyama said, it is impossible. You cannot kidnap him. You think Mazi Simon Ekpa is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He is not. Mazi Simon Ekpa have learned so much lessons. There are so many things for him to learn from, and he can never make the mistake Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made. Never. We are in the era of restoration. And in case you don't know, Mazi Simon Ekpa have made it open and clear that he is going to fight for Biafra the same way other people fought for it. That is why when they begin to attach Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the actions of Mazi Simon Ekpa, you see that these people are just evil. Mazi Simon Ekpa have separated himself right from the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. He made it very, very clear that he's going to stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to see that he gets free, but he's not going to take an order from the DSS where he is. No. He said he will make the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu useless in the hand of the zoo, and he will never ever abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said so. Up to this moment, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains his leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of IPOB, which every one of us are indigenous people of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader. He earns our respect. We adore him and we appreciate him a lot. But as long as he is in the territory of the enemy, our prime minister have made it clear that he will not take any orders from him there until when he comes out. But every now and again, they continue to connect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the actions of the Biafra Organization and the Liberation Army. It has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Simon Ekpa have used different tactics to set the record straight. In his book, as he has said it, I will not fight for Biafra the same way other people fought for it. Other activists must fight in different ways. I am going to fight in my own way. I'm not going to fight like Martin Luther King. I will not fight like Gandhi. I will not fight like Dim Odumegoju. I will not fight like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said he will fight as Mazi Simon Ekpa. And today, he is fighting on his own standard. What his own time gives. The time he came on board is the time that the terrorists are already taking over. And the only way for you to sustain yourself is what? Self-defense. The only way you can be able to preserve yourself in the present day Nigeria, the only way you can see the light of the day is self-defense. If anybody tells you anything short than that, run away from them. These are the people that want you dead. Anybody that tells you to stay away from self-defense, that you should not protect yourself, you should not defend yourself, run as fast as you can. These are the enemies of your life. Why did they hate Master Samanako so much? Because he knows what they don't know. Because he came to reveal what they have been hiding. Because he was able to activate what other people are afraid of activating. Because he has come to explore every human right that he has. And they are afraid. They don't know where this man comes from. Some of them up to today, they are still looking for his families. They are still looking for his relation. They are still looking to who he's connected to. So many of them in the zoo today, they are still searching and looking who is his brother, who is his uncle, who is his family. Chukwu prepared Master Samuel for his mother's womb for this assignment. And as long as he continues to obey the word that comes to him, there's nothing any man can do. The only thing you will do is to wait and see. You wake up and you find yourself in Biafra. Every one of you that is calling him names, dehumanizing him, lying against him, be prepared. Be very prepared. More especially the Biafran people. Especially those people who are Biafra. You call yourself a Biafran. And when you come online, all you have to do is to speak against the Prime Minister. You call yourself a Biafran. All you do is to preach falsehood against the Prime Minister. You call him criminal, you call him terrorist, you call him different kinds of names. You will not be forgiven. Biafran people will not forgive you. The only eye that we have to see down, the only eye that the Biafrans have to see, you want to pluck it out. Biafrans will never ever forgive you. And the Prime Minister has given the order. Every one of you that is engaging in such attitude, it does not matter your religion, it does not matter your tribe or location, and you're dehumanizing Master Simon, calling him names, calling him criminal, the order have been given for your arrest. Trust me, you know, when Master Simon says something like this, you think it's a joke. Some of you, that his baby face is deceiving you, and it is good. Whenever he says word, people don't take him serious. But within the next few minutes, whatever he says begin to happen. Every one of you that have engaged in that nonsense, an order have been given for your arrest. And when they come for you, be prepared. When the Biafran police come for you, be prepared. When the Liberation Army come for you, be prepared. Because they are definitely going to come for you. We are watching and observing. You are online talking trash and doing all the nonsense. You think we are not seeing you? We are seeing you. As long as we are standing our right and pursuing our right, there is nothing you can do on the planet Earth that succeed. Everything that the Biafra government is doing today is legal. If you know anyone that is illegal, come and tell me. The Liberation Army of Biafra is legal. And they have rule of engagement. Their rule of engagement, they don't go against the innocents. They don't go against the unarmed people. They go against the terrorists, both in uniform and off uniform. The armed terrorists in Biafran territory, their duty is to make sure that they take them out of the road. If you want to serve under the terrorists and you come to Biafra land, you will go the same way they do. You will go the same way the other terrorists went. If you come to serve in Biafra land as a terrorist, you are going to go the same way other people went. Don't think you escape. You will not. And we don't care what your religion or your tribe is. When you make yourself available as an instrument of destruction and oppression, that same cup you used to feed us, we are going to use it to feed you too. Equal measure. You are going to get equal measure of the same cup you used to measure for us. As we speak today, Biafran Liberation Army is being equipped. The Biafran people are equipping the Biafran Liberation Army. And we will continue to do so because they have a very heavy task ahead. Seeing everything that is happening in the zoo, seeing the influx of the terrorists into Nigeria, seeing how the terrorists are preparing and taking over Nigeria in speed, we cannot fold our hands and watch, because every one of us know that the target is Biafra land. Everything you see them doing, their target is Biafra land. And we cannot fold our hand and watch them succeed. That is why the Liberation Army is going extra mile to prepare. And you as a Biafran, you must be ready to do your part. You must be ready to support the Liberation Army. Whatever support you know you can give, start now. Don't wait till tomorrow. There is no more time. Pick up a responsibility, as I always say. Find something you're going to do in this restoration of Biafra. Look for something to do. Prepare yourself while you still have the time. Prepare yourself while you still have the time. Because what is coming in the future is very, very massive. What is coming in the future is massive. I pray that every one of us will pass through it, succeed, and walk into Biafra. Mazen Nandikan have always prophesied and tell us that Biafra is going to come. They are going to buy us, and we will buy them. At the end of the day, Biafra will come. It is not my wish and desire that any Biafra should lose his or her life. We have lost a good number of people already. No Biafra will wish for the death of his brother or sister. Nobody will wish that. No Biafra will wish for the death of any Biafra anymore. We have paid enough sacrifice. And that is why we have risen up. In today Biafra, everybody must pick up a responsibility. Think of what you'll be doing. Think of something. Just think of something to do. Think of something to do. We are in the era of reality. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. If you continue to pay attention to their propaganda and blackmail, I'm not going to tell you what will happen. You are going to see with your eyes, but you will not have the mouth to tell the story. The earlier you do something, the better for you. Every single one of us, the earlier we sit up and begin to protect and preserve ourselves, the better for us. Today, you cannot say you didn't know. There is nothing to say you didn't know. I didn't know, I was not told. You can't say that. Because every information is in the public. Mazi Simon Ekpa that is piloting the affair of Biafra today, he is doing everything in the open. Mazi Simon Ekpa is giving updates every minute of the day. Update is coming. Every minute of the day, he is giving updates constantly. Update is coming. So you can't say that you were not told, or you didn't hear, or you were not informed. I am sorry. I'm sorry for you. Any man that have decided to fall out this time did it on his or her own intentionally, and you will face the consequence of your action. You don't blame anybody for your idiocy. Don't blame anybody. You blame yourself. You blame yourself. For those of us who are paying attention to events, continue to prepare yourself and do whatever you know you can. Tomorrow is fundraising. The Biafrans will come together to raise funds for the Liberation Army. The success that Biafra have made today is because of you and I. The little contribution you are making was used judicially, and you can see the effect of those contributions you are making. That is how to know a good leader. Unlike before, today every penny you contribute, you can see the effect in the Liberation Army. You can see how equipped they are. You can see the new instruments that are coming in. You see the successes that are coming from right, left, and center. And after seeing all these things, and you still sit back, it means you don't have conscience in you. No reasonable person will watch and examine everything, successes that we recorded so far, and still be sitting at the back. Except you are lying to yourself. Your hatred is controlling you. Your envy and jealousy is controlling you. But if you remove those, have a clean heart and a pure heart. Put your mind on a neutral level and see things the way they are. Your life will never remain the same. You will be in the front line sponsoring. But because some of us occupy our heart with envy and jealousy, greed, that is why today you still see some people saying they are sitting in the fence. They are not sure. You are not sure of what? What are you not sure of? Is there any secret thing in this restoration of Biafra? None. Everything I know here is what you yourself know. The only thing I'm doing now is a reminder, just to remind you, for those who could not be able to remember. The information about Biafra Republic of is in the public. You have the information, I have it. Whatever Mazi Simon Ekpa does, the next minute he is coming online to tell us. So what is that you are waiting? What is that that's going to take you away from this government? What is going to take you away from the government? A government you are supposed to be proud of. A government you are supposed to protect with everything in you. You are waiting for someone to beg you before you do something. It is sad, but that is the situation. And we must not allow that to continue. We cannot. We cannot allow that to continue. The defense of Biafra land today is for our future generation. It's not even for you and I that are watching here. We might not be there then. But in time to come, we will remember. Our children will remember us. Our great-grandchildren will remember. Our generation unborn will remember us. That we did our part and gave them a good life. We want to hand over a nation to the next generation. Biafrans are going to take their position in the world. We cannot be like the zoo. Just look at the way they are treated this time. These are the people that claim to be giants of Africa. I have said it. They have never at any point in time been giant. It was just a propaganda. A propaganda to use them to manipulate other African countries. That was what it is. This giant of a name that was added to them was to use them to manipulate other African countries, to create that fear and respect so that they can use them to manipulate. It was the British that created that idea of giant of Africa. It is the West. In the real sense, there is no thing like giant in the government. There's no kind of, look at the way they have been treated today, where they have to give their president a back seat. They gave the president of Nigeria a back seat in South Africa. Ignored him as if he didn't exist. He was given a back seat and ignored. They are answering giants. Today, look at what Ivory Coast is doing. Look at what that young man is doing in Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso. Look at what he's doing. Equipping his military with the latest equipments. Taking the country completely out of the hand of the colonial masters. Making everything indigenous. Building defense and building the economy at the same time. A young man. But in Nigeria, what do you see? They are going back to their colonial master. Bringing back the national anthem of the colonial master. Enslaving their people to the colonial master. And continue to open door for the colonial master to continue to milk their wealth. That is what they do. And because of all this nonsense, you want us to sit back and pretend it's not happening. You want us, after seeing all this rubbish, we pretend it's not happening. We can't pretend. There's no way we can pretend. We will never pretend. So wherever you are today, you must wake up. As a Biafran, you must wake up, be on your feet at all times. The hour has come for redemption, and Biafra must be redeemed. Chukwu Okike have given the torch to Master Simon Ekpa. Today, he is the face of Biafra. Every one of us must support him. Support him with everything in us. Protect him with everything we have. Because people like him are very rare. People like Master Simon Ekpa are very rare. A man that can stand against nations. Do you know how many nations that are back in Nigeria? Do you know how many nations are back in Nigeria that can manipulate? Do you know how many nations? But Master Simon Ekpa is standing against every one of them, and they can't do anything. It is not ordinary. It is because Chukwu Okike signed it, and he is going through the right path. Legally, there is no illegal thing in the restoration of Biafra. Under Master Simon Ekpa, everything is legal according to international law. So where you won't pass. Wonderful people. It is either Biafra or Biafra, and the time is now. Don't wait for anybody to tell you anything. Don't wait. Do not wait. There's no time. Don't wait. If you continue to pretend and wait, you are just doing yourself. The earlier you face the reality of today, the better for you and I. Tomorrow is fundraising. Join the fundraising tomorrow and play your own part. Don't wait till tomorrow. Today, you can follow the link and make your donation. Tomorrow, you announce it if you so desire. Apply for your ID card also. Apply for your ID card, for Biafra ID card. Go to the link, biafrasecurityadministration.org. Go to biafrasecurityadministration.org. Apply for your ID card, so that you can do your own ID card. Very, very important. For those who want to attend the convention, apply for the convention also. Every one of us must prepare. Do our own part, and Chukwu Okike will lead the way for us. I appreciate every one of you that have been part of this program. Thank you for being with me this very evening. Thank you for participating on this very quick program. I thank you so much. I will join you again tomorrow morning. If you have time tomorrow morning, join us. We're going to come back tomorrow morning to continue on this very message. Biafra is truly our religion. Absolutely, it is our religion. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect all the Biafran people. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect the Liberation Army, the resistance fighters, the Black Marine, the Strike Force, and every other forces that are fighting for us. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland, every member of the cabinet of Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms. Protect them and their families. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel Ekpa, the Oputo Obie of Biafra land, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. We pray for security, for guidance, for protection for you. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abịama will give you 2,000 men wisdom. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abịama can continue to reveal to you, continue to be with you. You will never dash your foot against a stone. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. We pray for our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever he is at this minute, we pray for strength. We pray for healing. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is at this particular hour, for protection. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for divine revelations. May Chukwu Okike Abịama continue to be with him. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafra shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Samuel Ekpa shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for being with me on this very program. I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Join me in the morning. Please click your notification bell now so that you'll be notified. Touch your notification bell now so that you'll be notified tomorrow. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. I appreciate every one of you. See you tomorrow. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.